So today I'm going to be playing Geoguessr. I'm thinking of starting a series for this. Um, so essentially, what Geoguessr is it's a game that's been out for a while, but now it's a paid version. But there's a lot more to do now. And essentially, what it is it drops you in a random place in Google Street View, and you have to find where you are. And there's modes where you can move, there's modes where you can't. I'm going to start off with just this one, and I'm going to choose one where you just need to choose the country as a little bit of a warm-up. You don't have to go straight in and find exactly where. Um, and essentially, I've played this game a little bit. My recent streak, I got like 24 countries. I wouldn't say I'm like an expert, but I'd say I'm pretty good at guesstimating where we are in the world and finding little clues and such. Um, and I can kind of recognize most languages. I can, as my friend in the chat is asking, I can speak Korean. But I can also read like Cyrillic. I think that's how you pronounce it. Cyrillic. I can recognize like Thai and stuff, and I can kind of guess a lot of Latin languages. So that's where I am. We're gonna start off with just the language, the country guessing, because that's kind of an easy warm up and it takes a little bit less time. So first of all, let's look at where we are. So first of all, where's the sun? The sun is in the south, I believe. So that means we're in the northern hemisphere at least. So, I'm thinking like Greece, maybe Malta or something. Well, let's find some clues. We need to find which side of the road we're on. We're probably going to be on the right side of the road. Because I assume we were going to be in Europe. Traject, car ferry, Rab, Rijeka. So I'm going to guess we're Balkan, but we're not in a Cyrillic-speaking Balkan country. Nationalny Park. Okay, not a lot of clues here. Driving on. Yeah, we're driving on the right, so we've at least got that right. Let's look at the here. Rob, that's Dobrodošli. Welcome and bienvenuti. Godina Turisma. The funny thing is, like, if anyone knew this language, they'd get it easily, but obviously I don't speak this language, but I'm fairly certain that's Balkan. However, we are next to the sea. Could it be Croatia? If only my Serbian friend was here, I'm sure he'd get this instantly. Maybe Montenegro? But does Montenegro use Cyrillic? I'm not entirely sure. Oh, I don't want to go up there. No, take me down here. Oh, no. Okay. Let's head down towards here. I'm sure there's somewhere down here that's going to be perfect. I think I'm going to be editing these down. Well, not editing, but like moving these down from Twitch to YouTube in like the little streaks. Say if I play a normal game of 5 rounds, then I'll just upload that 5 rounds, but I'll keep streaming, but I'll cut it down later. So we're definitely on the seaside. I'm thinking we are somewhere here. You see, Croatia doesn't use Cyrillic, but Serbia does, so and Montenegro does, so it can't be those. Let's look for Rob really quick, because we're on the coast. That should be a fairly easy place to find. Rob. It can't be here. Here's split. I'm thinking we're somewhere around here. It looks similar. If you look here and you look here, it's fairly similar. I think we're in Croatia, boys. Rob. You know, I think if this was the version where you have to actually not just choose the country, but be more specific, I think we get it. Because this is very distinctive coastline. That did say Rob, so... let's just go for it. Correct. And you know what? We were absolutely correct. That's exactly where we were. So, next round. One country down, fairly easy one. Okay. This is Canada or United States. This is Canada. Although... Breetonbush or Lally Lake. I'm fairly sure we're in Canada here. I'm not sure what the road markings are in Canada compared to the United States. Corner Post Restaurant. Okay, let's try and get some clues. A website would be very nice. If it's .ca, then it's Canada. Or, let's just look at the signpost. Mill City. Salem. I think we're actually in the US, because Salem is in the US. I must admit, I don't know where Salem is. But judging from where we are, I think we're like northern Minnesota? Or Wisconsin? Somewhere green for sure. Where is Salem? Obviously the rules are you can't Google or anything because that completely ruins the fun of this. Salem. If I miss this and I go all across the US trying to find this. I know because of the Salem witch trials. Gaylord. Interesting place for a name. Name for a place, even. Salem. It's so weird in America because you got like Peru in America. And you've got like Warsaw, America. Salem. You know what? It's probably best if I just have another look around a little bit, I think. It's bound to be... America has... Detroit Lake. Salem, Michigan? Where's Detroit? Here. Wait. There isn't... Wait, is this Detroit Lake? No, that... Is there a Detroit Lake? Salem. I mean, I'm fairly sure I'm in America. I don't think I have to narrow it down. But I do want to. Because if we move on to the other mode, then... we're gonna have to do stuff like that. So let's look a little bit more. Detroit Lake. That makes me want to say it's just straight up in Detroit, but you never know with America. Apologize if there's any background noise. I am in a PC bang in Korea, so a PC cafe. It's a pretty big lake, but not like Great Lake size. Salem, Mill City, and a Bend. Can I go into here? Does not look like it. Oh, wait. I can indeed. Where is Detroit Lake? Am I stupid? Like, that's Lake St. Clair, Lake Erie, Lake Ontario, Oneida Lake. Someone's angry. It looks like this kind of shape. So it's not any of these. Detroit Lake, Detroit Lake, Detroit Lake. That's Niagara Falls. It's not going to be that. It's a bay. Oh, there's lots of little lakes here. Oh, that might be the right kind of size. See, this is where it gets a little bit of trouble. Getting the country isn't bad, but it's definitely America. Look at these dudes. Detroit Lake. Any information here? City of Detroit. Yeah, we're straight up near Detroit here. So I'm confident we can just go for it. United States. But I'm wondering where this is. Is this Detroit Lake? Oh, there's too many, dude. There's too many. But let's just guess it, right? Okay. Whoa, wait, what? Okay, so we're in the right country, but that's in, what is this? Washington? That's in Oregon. Detroit Lake in Oregon. Okay. Naming conventions don't make a lot of sense. Okay, where are we? Let's look at the sun. Sun is in the north, so we're in the southern hemisphere, it looks like. Could this be South Africa? No. Wait. European Union? So this is, I assume, UE Libertad. This is one of the EU, but it can't be. Look at this. I think the sun's in the wrong place, unless I am very much misunderstanding how the equator works. There's Montes Mineros. Let's have a little look around. It must be South America because we're speaking Spanish, I believe. El Estudio, El Juego. It's not helpful though. There's so many. Let's look into the town then. There's so many places in South America that this could be. I'm gonna put my bets on somewhere like Chile. Sign. Perfect. Buenvidos. Okay. The problem with these kind of places is not a lot of them have great technology, so finding websites, not a lot of these people have computers, smartphones, internet. The best bet is finding like a flag. So I'm thinking kind of Patagonian. So I'm going to guess maybe Peru, Chile kind of area. Like, look, this information is not useful to me. Unless we find some word that kind of looks like a country name. But let's have a little look around. Oh, sign. Could be useful. Unless we can't get on the other side. Okay. Oh, that might be a flag. Okay. It's a Bolivian flag. I think we may be in Bolivia. Yep. Para los Bolivianos. We're in Bolivia, boys. Very nice. That's 3 down. Okay, so we're driving on the right. This gentleman looks African. So what we're going to look for now is what language you're speaking. It's a big giveaway whether you speak. Oh, hello. I believe that's the Nigerian flag, is it not? It is indeed. I'm not sure what APC means. I believe there's a lot of English spoken in Nigeria. Let's have a look around then. Dumping of refuse is prohibited. We're in Nigeria. Very nice. 4 countries. Switzerland. Oficina de Vendes. Looks a little bit Swiss to me, but it could be a number of places. It could be Italy. It could... I mean, these mountains are telling me it's Switzerland, though, to be completely honest. But... I want to get a little bit... I'm not completely certain that's Italian, though. The dirt might be Spanish, which means... Looking at where we are, it could be Andorra. I've had Andorra before. Recently, so... Yeah. Andorra. What a guess. You can just tell by how the place looks. However, that being said, we could be on the border and it could just be saying something. So let's have a look at this sign. Andorra la Vella. Yeah. Very nice. It's always a pretty easy one, Andorra. Are we in Andorra again? Perhaps? We're in the mountains, but are we in Europe? This looks quite Andorran. What language are we speaking? Ligure. Ligure. A Technomobile. I mean, these buildings just look so nice. So I think we're in Andorra again, to be honest. What are the odds? I'm not sure, really. Depends how many countries there are in the world. It's just all the mountains. Here we go. That doesn't give me anything, actually. This van might, though. Ah. Not quite, not quite, not quite. It's a little bit difficult for me to distinguish. Oh, well, do they actually speak Spanish in Andorra, or is it like Catalan? Is it? Well, that's Catalonia, isn't it? Oops. I'm not sure. I'm not sure, but I definitely a little bit confused when it comes to Spanish and Italian. What does this say? Oh. Not telling me much here. I think best bet is if we go down. Andorra, there again. What are the odds? Very nice. Almost exactly the same place, to be honest. Okay, this might be a difficult one. We're in a long... Okay, we're driving on the right. This doesn't look like America to me. Or Canada. I think we are in Eastern Europe. But Northern Eastern Europe. Could be Finland. Just because of the trees. However, I'm not entirely sure. But if I had to just guess this, yeah, I'd say... Oh, hello. Can we get that number plate? Ah, it's blurred there. A little bit swampy though. Could be Russia somewhere. I mean, couldn't everywhere though, to be honest. What's this? Some rubbish. What model of car is this? Toyota. Unfortunately, my knowledge of car uses in countries is not brilliant. If you do spot something that's a little bit like unique, that's only to one country, it's a little bit easier, but... What is that? Is that another Toyota? I'm not sure. I'm not sure at all. What's this? Oh, that's a... old Soviet-looking car. The problem with these ones is you can just be going forever and find nothing. What's on here? Language is important. Beware of forest fires in... I can't tell because it's too blurry. But we are using acrylic. That narrows it down a lot. We're on the more eastern side of Eastern Europe, I guess. We need some kind of sign to go off. That's not enough. The thing with acrylic or Russian text is you can tell where you are roughly. Someone's had a crash. Roughly where you are, depending on what... Here we go. What letters there are. No, that's 500 meters. For instance, Serbian uses acrylic, but not all of acrylic. So if there's letters, certain letters present, it can't be in Serbia. My knowledge of those isn't the best, but it's certainly more than zero. There's a bloke here just drying up some fish on the other side of the road. I mean, he must live nearby here, right? He's got no car. I can see. Must be a village or something around here, surely. You know, it's pretty swampy. For some reason, that's telling me Russia. Like, imagine for a second this is not. Just guessing the country. I have to get specifically where we are. There's no chance. I have done it before, though. Yesterday, I almost got a world record on a random street in a Finnish forest. Here we go. See, I don't want to just guess Russia and lose my streak. Just a bloke drying fish. You see, this the mode that all the great people play is, you know, you're not allowed to zoom, not allowed to pan, not allowed to move. We're moving, and technically you could get anything just by moving constantly. Go halfway across the world, moving. Here we go. This letter here is not in Serbian, so I think we're more on the Russian side. Possibly Hungarian. Or Macedonian, perhaps? Where are we going? Something Ovsk. I understand that much, but that's not going to be enough. That doesn't narrow it down much, I'm afraid. But there's a bus, so we can't just be completely in the middle of the nowhere, surely. Little pothole there, it's dangerous, get that filled in. See, I'm going to make an educated guess at the start every time, but I'm going to try and get the right country just for the streak. Fairly easy mode, I think, just to get started with. That's just the problem with like places like Russia and Eastern Europe. They're so big. It's just the trees are making me think it's... and the swamp. I'm not super knowledgeable on Eastern Europe. Balkans, maybe. I see these ladies look a little bit, if I'm not correct, a little bit Asian. Oh, they're gone now. So I'm thinking it's like Russia towards the Kazakh area, but it could well be somewhere like Kazakhstan. I think they speak, they use Cyrillic text. Maybe Kyrgyzstan. Oh, here we go. I see a signpost there. It's not very helpful. I don't know that much Cyrillic. And it seems like a small town that I'm never going to find. Having said that, these ladies here look fairly Slavic or Caucasian or what have you. Let's have a look at this sign. This might be a good one. Something sk again. It's too blurry. Is that Moscow? Moscow? It's just too blurry, to be honest. Is there a sign going the other way? Can we go down this street here? We cannot. That sign might be really useful, actually. Let's have a look down here. Maybe there's a sign on the opposite side, or maybe this... what is this? Bus? Minivan? Oh, it doesn't have any markings on it. I thought it might be a school bus for some reason, but I guess not every country in the world has yellow school buses. "112. Is that the name of where the terrible highway we're on? If you can call this a highway. Very long straight road with not a lot going on. Look how bad the quality is though. So I'm thinking it's not necessarily like Western Russia area. It's somewhere not a lot of people go. But it's not quite Siberia, is it? If we think about it. Very swampy. There's let's have a look at the map. Just Georgia. Ooh, Georgia does not use Cyrillic. Russia does, obviously. This is a problem Ukraine does as well. This could well be somewhere like Ukraine. It uses the same letters. But it tends not to what I'm seeing use the Ovsk. How about Kazakhstan? That also doesn't use Ovsk much. I think we've got to be in Russia really, haven't we? If it's using Ovsk. Well, oh, hang on. We've got a little bridge here. Whatever is this? I can't read that. I know it's Cyrillic. Oh, hang on. Komsom? The problem being, I don't know if... Skier? Ah, my acrylic is not good enough to understand that. Oh, signpost. Komsom. Now is that? It's not like a lake. It's not a huge river. And none of these places use... None of these are Ovsk. I think we must... Oh, must be in Russia, really. I think we're like down here, though, maybe. What's this river called? That's the problem, it's not appearing in acrylic. It's not a very big river, though. Do we just go for Russia? Like, look at this. Swampy to the max. See, I don't just want to say it looks a little bit too run down to be Russia, because Russia's a very big place. And there's a lot of places that are, you know, very similar to Russia. Down towards that area, so... Another sign here, perhaps. When you're not relying on websites, it does get a lot harder. When websites, I mean just looking for the ends of websites. Oh, this is a little bit better. Yeah, we've got another Ovsk. Just that sk ending really makes me think it's Russia. I don't think many other countries use that, even if they use acrylic. It's very flat, though. I'm struggling. You know, I don't think we're going to get much more out of this. I think we just go for Russia, shall we? Oh, hello, what's this? It's gotta be Russia, surely. We go a little bit further, then we just guess, I think. Turn around this corner, and if there's nothing there, we just guess Russia. Otherwise, we're going to be here forever. I mean, I don't want to stereotype, but this bloke looks fairly Russian. So it's got 3 stripes. Classic. Wait for the camera, love. It's got to be Russia, surely. Look at these people. I'm not entirely sure. look at this sign, then I'll guess. I'm assuming that means a type of tree. But 112. I mean, it's definitely acrylic. 112. Can we get some street numbers? Fuck it. Russia. Nice one, nice one. I was right though, there was some Asian looking people there and I had to go straight down there to is that Vladivostok? Where's Vladivostok? Over here. And over here, yeah, we're on the right side. Good guess. So what I'm gonna do is, when I'm guessing, my rule is I'm not gonna look at the chat just because it might spoil it. So I'm gonna do all my work and guess and then look at the chat, okay? So I'm not ignoring you. If you're there, I'll look after I guess, okay? Okay. See, to me this looks like I want to say doesn't quite look like the UK because we're on the right hand side of the road. What language are we speaking? English. However, these buildings are not English. Are we in North France? Stoepicht. We are. I think we're in the. A little bit too hilly to be the Netherlands, I think. It looks very British. This is throwing me off a little bit. Perhaps I believe that was that German? Stoepicht, Wehr. I don't speak much German, and I speak no Dutch, so. But the area we are does look very kind of German. All of these Flecktarn-looking colours. Very autumnal. Plankenhof. It doesn't look German enough though. Could we be in maybe Eastern Belgium? Lintgen, Fischbach. Keep going a little bit. Let's have a look at some more signs. A bit too far there, I think. If we see a big place name, that would be very nice. It's just all the same places, really. Why are you not letting me see this sign, Google? Schönfels. You see, that is like Germanic, but I don't want to just assume that that's German. If I had to make an educated guess, though, I would go in that area. See, I don't think it's Austria, because my knowledge of Austrian is a little bit different, and I don't think Austria completely looks like this. This definitely looks like it's somewhere very close to Britain. Yeah, we've got a nice road here. This might have some signage. I mean, you can tell it's not the UK just by looking at it. Obviously, we're on the right-hand side of the road, and this just doesn't look like Britain. But it looks close enough, you know what I mean? So... we're a little bit far from where we started here, but it's not important. We're just going for the country right now. Here we go. I mean, that's the problem with German also. What country would we be in? It could technically be, I believe, in Switzerland. We're in a town now. This should be fairly simple. Find a website. A website will tell us exactly where we are. Not helpful. Give me a shop. It could be East Germany, I guess. So I think we've gathered we're not in Holland. I'm not sure that that was even Dutch anyways, but if you had any doubt, it's too hilly. Here we go. Got a website there, mate. That's definitely German, I think. Der Comfort Gilt? Not sure how to pronounce that. I do apologise. Not German. Doesn't have a website on there. Enjoy moving in though, mate. It looks, I will say this place looks very nice. A little bit out in the sticks, but if you drive, I'm sure this would be a lovely place to live. What did I say, like halt? No, it just says stop. Kasselt. Rue Kasselt. That's French. I think we could be in Belgium. Hold on. That's a town board. Not helpful. This is weird. Yeah, definitely EU country. Knew that anyways, but let's head further down to town. Like obviously, ooh, it's Halloween. These buildings look very British. This is so creepy. The fact that a lot of that looked French, but then a lot of it looked German. I see, but Luxembourg. It's not on this side at all. Switzerland. I'm thinking Belgium just because this climate looks a little bit more close to British than it does to like Swiss. Here we are. You got a website on here, friend. Do hope so. Come on, let's move a little bit. Oh, signs. There's no website there. What are you doing, mate? It's the 21st century. Get a website on there. No one wants to call that phone number. Hang on. Is that a town name there in the flowers? Lentgen. Paul Vengler. See, there's a little bit of like German influence here. So I'm feeling it's definitely one of those areas. Just need one little clue. If I had to guess, I'd say Belgium. I am not, however, sure how hilly Belgium is. Mush, yeah, this is a... Switzerland. That's the number 7. Where's the number 7? Oh, what is it? Yeah, because these use these kind of numbers. So if we can find 7 here, Mersch and Rollingen. See, what's this? Germany. Yeah, so we're right on the border of Germany. What are we looking for? Mersch, Rollingen. So there's just 7N there. Seems to. So look for Mersch, Rollingen. See, I reckon we could get exactly where it was here now that we found that. But we don't need to. But let's have a look, see if we can do it anyways. It's a tunnel. That's the problem. You see, I'm not seeing those places on the map. Let's look the other way, shall we? Chinese, yeah, that'd be quite nice. Luxembourg. Where's Liechtenstein? Ugh. Right, where's Luxembourg? This way. 13 miles? That's not 13 miles. Oh, kilometers even. Hang on. That threw me off there. Oh, hold. You see, that's the problem. This is definitely Switzerland, isn't it? If we can find a better angle of that, that would be very helpful. Why is that blurred? Start Jean Donnersbach. So let's go back to Switzerland. Go back to that 7. So this... You know what? That says Luxembourg. Are we in Luxembourg? This is the thing that's confusing me, right? Let's go up to Luxembourg. The streets... Hold on. Mersch. See, it looks very mountainous, it must be said. And what did these signs say? I definitely remember seeing Mersch. That says Luxembourg. Lincoln. That's it, Lincoln. Luxembourg. Is Luxembourg the capital of Luxembourg? It is, isn't it? Where's 7? Here. Steinzel. Lintgen. Wait, we're in Lintgen, aren't we? Mersch. Where's Weyer and Stipt? You know what? I think we're close enough, aren't we? There we are. Stipt, Weyer. Boom. Luxembourg. Oh, okay, let's read the chat. Bollard, Croatian. I want to say Bollards. Looks like Croatia, but I'm not sure. Yellow number plate, Netherlands or Luxembourg. Yeah, that's the thing. I'm not sure about the the number plates. That's one of my weak points, I would say. That was an interesting one because there was the French and the German, so I knew it was somewhere in the area. I was thinking Swiss because of the streets had the red squares, so I wasn't sure about that one. But then I saw the Luxembourg, and I was like, it's too far to be Switzerland, so it must be Luxembourg. But then I looked at Luxembourg, and I didn't zoom in far enough. I just saw these blue motorways. Wasn't enough. But then as you zoom in, you start to see them. So, yeah. It's a good one. Alright, so now, next.